It's one thing to die. It's another to leave behind words you never meant anyone to see. Elena Garcia sat on the edge of her sister's bed, the silence so heavy she could hear her own heart beating. In her trembling hands lay a crumpled piece of lined notebook paper, words scrawled in desperate, uneven strokes. If anything happens to me, it's because of him. He says he'll kill me if I try to leave. I'm scared all the time. The letter had never been sent. Elena found it stuffed in the back of Rosa's closet, hidden inside an old purse she hadn't used in years. A week after Rosa wrote those words, she was dead. The police report was cold and efficient. Rosa Garcia, 29 years old. Cause of death: opioid overdose. Open and shut. No struggle. No signs of forced entry. They found her lying on her couch, needles still in her arm, the TV humming static in the background. Case closed as suicide within 48 hours. But Elena knew her sister. Rosa hated needles. Couldn't even look at them during flu shots. She had no known history of drug use. She worked double shifts at a diner to help pay their mother's medical bills. She laughed too loudly, loved too fiercely. She was planning to leave town. And she was trying to leave him. Neighbors heard screaming fights behind their apartment door. Once, Rosa showed up at work with a black eye she claimed was from slipping in the shower. Her manager offered to help her get out. Rosa always said she was working on it. After her death, Marco wept at the funeral, hugged Elena like family. But in private, his story was always the same. She was troubled. She got hooked on that stuff. I tried to help her. Elena handed the letter to the police. She begged them to read it, to see it as a dying declaration. But they waved it off. It's not a confession, just fear. We can't prove he forced her. Maybe she was scared but still did it herself. Sorry. They didn't test for fingerprints on the syringe. Didn't check for defensive wounds. Didn't even question Marco beyond a single interview. He moved out of the apartment 2 days later. Left town a week after that. Months later, Elena found out Marco had a record in another state. A restraining order from an ex-girlfriend who accused him of assault. No one had ever told Rosa. Elena tried hiring a private investigator, but the money ran out. She visited the detective once more. She placed the letter on his desk again. Look at her words. She was warning us. She didn't want to die. The detective sighed. I'm sorry. It's not enough. Rosa's death remains officially ruled a suicide. But Elena can't let it go. She keeps the letter in a plastic sleeve now, preserved against time. She says it's her sister's real voice, the only truth left. She told us he would kill her. But no one listened. And now he's out there. Somewhere. Free. Because sometimes the murder weapon isn't a gun or a knife. It's fear. And sometimes the perfect crime doesn't leave fingerprints. Just a letter no one wanted to read. In the shadows of crime, some victims speak from beyond the grave. The question is, are we willing to listen?